Hello, and welcome back to Fluent Talk Podcast, the friendly place for English learners to listen, learn, and improve. I'm your host, Mr. Fluent, and I'm so glad you could join us today. Today, we're talking about something that is a big part of many of our lives: social media. We use it to connect, to share, and to learn. But how does it really fit into our daily routine? To help us explore this topic, I'm delighted to welcome our guest, Hannah. Hannah, thank you so much for being here.
Hello. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here and chat about this.
Wonderful. So, to start, let's talk about your daily habits. Are you a big social media user? What does a typical day look like for you?
That's a great question. I would say I'm a regular user, but I try not to be a heavy user. My routine usually starts in the morning, after I wake up, and maybe after I've had some coffee, I'll take about 10 to 15 minutes to check my notifications.
Okay, so it's part of your morning routine.
Exactly. I look at messages from friends, see what's new, and maybe look at a few photos or posts. I try to keep it short, though. I don't want to get lost in it first thing in the morning.
That makes sense. It can be easy to lose track of time. What about during the rest of the day?
During the day, I try not to check it too much, especially when I'm working. Maybe during my lunch break, I'll take a quick look, but I find that I use it most in the evening.
To relax and unwind after a long day?
Yes, when I'm relaxing on the sofa, I might scroll for a while, watch some videos, or chat with friends. It's a way to wind down. How about you?
I'm quite similar. I try to avoid it in the morning. I prefer to start my day without all that information. But in the evening, I definitely enjoy catching up on what my friends and family are doing.
Right. It's nice to see their updates.
So, which platforms do you use the most? What are your favorites?
My main one is probably Instagram. I'm a very visual person, so I love seeing beautiful photos. I follow photographers, artists, and travel accounts. It gives me a lot of inspiration.
So you use it for inspiration. I like that.
Yes, definitely. I also use Facebook, but mostly to stay in touch with family, especially relatives who live in other countries. It's great for seeing their family photos and updates. And I also use YouTube quite a lot.
For entertainment or for learning?
Both, actually. I watch funny videos, of course, but I also love watching documentaries and how-to videos. I've learned how to cook so many new recipes from YouTube.
That's fantastic. It really shows the positive side of these platforms. And that brings me to my next question. Let's talk about the pros, the good things about social media. For you, what is the biggest benefit?
For me, the biggest benefit is connection. As I mentioned, a lot of my family lives far away. Social media makes it feel like they are not so far. I can see my little nephew growing up through photos and videos, and we can message each other instantly.
I completely agree. It closes distances. I've reconnected with old friends from school that I hadn't spoken to in years. Suddenly, we are sharing stories and memories again. It's really special.
Old friends, that's a great one too. Another pro is learning. You can learn about different cultures, different ideas, and new skills. It's like having a window to the rest of the world.
A window to the world. I like that phrase. You can discover hobbies you never knew you might like. For example, I started gardening because I saw some beautiful garden pictures online and thought, I want to try that.
Exactly. It can be very motivating. It also helps you feel part of a community. If you have a special interest, you can find groups of people who love the same thing.
That's very true. There is a lot of good that comes from it, but it's not always perfect, is it? Let's talk about the other side now. What are some of the cons or the negative things about social media for you?
Oh, definitely. I think the biggest con for me is how much time it can take. You plan to just check for 5 minutes, and suddenly an hour has passed.
The endless scrolling. Yes, I know that feeling.
Yes, you just keep scrolling and scrolling. It's designed to keep you on the app. And sometimes after that hour, I feel like I haven't really done anything productive or relaxing. I just feel tired.
That's an interesting point. It's not always a relaxing activity. Another thing I sometimes notice is comparison. It's very easy to look at other people's posts and compare your life to theirs.
Comparison. That's a huge one. You see people on amazing vacations or with perfect homes or achieving great things. It can sometimes make you feel like your own life isn't as good.
Exactly. And we have to remember that people usually only share their best moments. They don't post pictures of their bad days or their normal, boring moments.
That's so important to remember. It's a highlight reel, not the full story. This can really affect your mood. Sometimes, if I see too much negativity, like arguments in the comments section, it can make me feel anxious or sad.
I understand completely. I try to avoid reading comments on big, controversial posts for that exact reason. It can be a very negative space sometimes.
Right. It's better to just focus on the positive accounts and the people you care about.
That's a great point about curating your experience. It brings up a broader topic, the impact of social media on mental health. It's something people are talking about more and more. So on that note, let's talk about your personal likes and dislikes. What kind of content always makes you smile when you see it?
Oh, that's easy. Funny animal videos. A video of a cat doing something silly or a dog playing always makes me laugh. It's simple, but it always cheers me up.
A classic choice. They are very popular for a reason. Anything else?
I also love seeing creative content. People who make art or beautiful cakes or handmade crafts. I find it so impressive and inspiring to see what people can create.
That's wonderful. And on the other hand, what do you dislike seeing? What makes you want to immediately close the app?
I really dislike when people are unkind to each other in comments. The negativity is something I just don't want to see. I also don't like too many advertisements. Sometimes it feels like every other post is an ad.
Yes, the balance can be tricky. It seems the key is to be a mindful user, to actively choose what you want to see and how much time you want to spend.
Exactly. You have to control it. Don't let it control you. I sometimes take a break from social media for a few days, a little digital detox, and it feels really good.
That's a fantastic tip. A digital detox. Well, Hannah, this has been such a great conversation. It's been so helpful to hear your perspective.
I've really enjoyed it. It's a topic with so many different sides.
It certainly is. We've talked about how it can be a wonderful tool for connection and learning, but also how it can be a waste of time and affect our mood if we're not careful. The key seems to be finding a healthy balance.
Yes, balance is everything.
Thank you again, Hannah, for sharing your thoughts with us today.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
And to all our listeners, thank you for tuning in to Fluent Talk Podcast. We hope this conversation gave you some interesting things to think about, and maybe some new vocabulary too. Join us next time for another friendly chat. Until then, take care and keep practicing. Goodbye.